Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're visiting my channel for the very first time, hi, my name is Emma Kamau. I am a YouTuber based in Zambia and I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. For all my returning subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for watching yet another one of my videos. I love and I appreciate you so much, and if you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I create some great content, if I do say so myself, and I'd appreciate it if you joined my family. So in today's video, we're basically just going to talk about a topic that we've kind of already touched on, but we're just going to touch on it again. We're talking about being that girl. So in the beginning of this year, we talked about in a previous video, which I will link down below, about how we're making 2022 that girl year and we're growing up, and I'm sharing my personal experience on here with you so that we could do it together. I decided to make this video now because we're going towards the end of January, and usually around this time you would find situations where, we made goals in the beginning of the year and we said we'll do this and we'll lose weight and we'll do A, B, C, and D. And towards the end of January, it's like we're literally back into old habits. So I figured that I would create this video to kind of remind myself and remind you guys as well, because like I said, we are doing this together, of how we're going to make 2022 our that girl year, and how we're going to glow up, and the things that we should focus on moving forward. And also just a reminder to each and every one of us to not become comfortable, lazy when it just comes to our personal journey and our personal development. So that's what today's video is going to be about. Why can't I speak English? That's what today's video is going to be about. That's what today's video is going to be about, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So before we get straight into it, I do want to say this whole thing of being like that girl and is really trending. Like, it's all over my YouTube timeline, and I really feel like being that girl is different to everybody. What I would want to achieve and the ways that I would want to achieve them are very different from the way that you would want to achieve your things. So I think it's okay to have a different version of what that girl looks like to you. It doesn't have to be like strictly wired to being like a specific kind of person. It's been trending a lot, but different people are doing it because we're all different and we're all unique, and we're all going to focus on different elements and attributes of our lives that we want to change in order to feel like, okay, we're growing up, you know what I mean? So it's okay. It's not like a straight line thing, like, or just because Emma said you have to do this, that means you have to do this. If I don't do it exactly like that, then that means I am not that girl. No, I watched different influencers, different YouTubers talk about it, and they all had different points to bring out. So I'm bringing out my personal points in which I will be able to feel like, oh, I'm kind of like that girl. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go into this point. The first thing that we're going to focus on when becoming that girl this 2022 is we're going to pray. We are going to pray. We are going to strengthen our relationship with God. And if you are not a Christian, I'm not judging, but for me, I am a Christian. Am I like the most strict, I go to church every Sunday Christian? No, but I would want to, and that's the thing. I really want to strengthen my relationship with God. I know that I wouldn't be where I am without God. I know I have been intentionally blessed to be in this position, given the family I have, the friends I have, the experiences I have. It's because God put me in this position for a reason. I am so grateful for my life, and I want to continue to pray and have a deeper and closer relationship with God. Having a close relationship with God really just opens up doors that you never thought could ever be possible. I believe I shared this before on my channel when I said before I started my business, like my last week of work before I quit to start my business full time, I went to church. And I remember it was during the week, it wasn't on a Sunday, it was during the week, and I just said, oh, you know what? Let me go to church, because we had those like weekly masses. And I went to church after school. I had class because I wasn't working that day, so I went to class and I went to church. And I just said, I'm so scared, at the time I was like one of the few people in my friend group who was working, and everybody was asking me like, why are you going to stop working? Oh my god, I'm getting teary. Why are you going to stop like working? You're in a better position than most people. Like, what if this business that you're trying to pursue fails? What happens then? And I already had those doubts in my head, and to also have people around me also equally having those doubts and sharing them with me. Of course, I knew they were coming from a good place, but it was so scary. And I remember I went to church and I said, God, whatever it is that you decide to do with this my business, it's okay. It's literally it's okay, and I will let you be in control of everything. And I literally just surrendered my business even before I started into God's hands. And I don't think I have to explain like how I have been blessed since day one. Oh my God, are my eyes tearing? We don't need to know that I cry. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, and I just really left my business up to God, and ever since I never looked back. So I want to go back to that place of where I fully give and commit myself to God and let him do whatever he wants to do with my life, because I know he didn't bring me this far to just bring me this far. I know that there's still a lot of blessings ahead, and I really want to strengthen that relationship with God, and I want all of us to do the same thing with him. Have frequent conversations with God during the day, when you wake up, when you go to bed at night, you know, have a personal relationship with God, because when you it changes you from the inside and it shows on the outside, and you have a glow that goes beyond good skin or it's good outfits. It's literally such a radiating beautiful thing to have, and that's what I really want to go back to and just like deepen that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to Jesus, we're going to pray. The second thing on the list is we are putting in the work. There is a saying that says God helps those who help themselves. So if you put in that effort, if you put in that work every day and you're intentional about everything that you do, God's going to handle the rest and we're going to be fine. We're going to put in the work whether we are in school, whether that's high school or university, whatever it is, we're putting in the work. We're putting in the work at our job, we're putting in the work in our business. Every single thing we do, we are waking up every single day and we're going to be intentional about what it is that we are trying to achieve. No more just like sitting back and thinking things will figure themselves out. We are waking up every day with a plan. Please, 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 please create a plan. Please set goals. Know what you're doing, because it gives you direction. If you're a person who's just moving up and about, you have no direction, you're just doing things for the sake of doing things, you will find yourself going every which way because you don't know where you're going. Set goals. Give yourself timelines. Give yourself realistic timelines in which you should achieve these set goals. We all have big dreams and aspirations and all of those things. And if we look at them in like a big nutshell and say, oh, we'll just get scared, like, how am I supposed to achieve that when I'm like all the way down here from where I want to be? No, break down your goals into smaller, pieces. Say you're an individual who says, I want to build a house on a farm, and I want to have a nice car, and I just want to have a peaceful life. If you look at it from where you are now, perhaps maybe you don't even have a job yet, just you're in school, or you're not yet even in school, you're going to get very intimidated. So what are you going to do? You're going to break it down. Okay, so I'm done with high school now. What's my next goal? To get into university. And when I get into university, let me break down my goal. What am I going to do? I'm going to do well in university until I graduate. How am I going to do well up to a point I graduate? It's in smaller things. I'm going to do my assignments on time. I'm going to study adequately for my tests and exams. And thereafter, I'm going to pass until I reach my next goal, which is to graduate. Thereafter, put in the work. Hunt. Job hunt, if that's the path that you're taking. Also, this week, I'm going to give myself, I'm going to go to this company and this company and this company, or I'm going to send an email to this company, and this company. This is for this week. At the time that week is done, do the same thing next year. Have goals, do your research, have a personal interest in your own life, because before you know it, you would have achieved this huge thing based on just little small assignments, little small tasks that you gave yourself in the beginning, and that now it's blossomed. Success is not this one huge thing that just happens from one day to the next. It's about these small little things that you do every single day that build you up to the point that you feel successful. So please, please, please have a goal. Have a plan, give yourself realistic timelines, and put in the work. Whether it means you're studying, whether it means you're doing research in your field, whether it means you're posting frequent content, whatever it is, let your work speak for itself. Put in the work, and then we will glow up. Third thing is, we're not making excuses this year. We are not making excuses. This for me is a very personal thing. A lot of people who follow me on YouTube know that last year I think I posted like 4 or 5 videos, and maybe 3 of them were called life update videos, and me saying that, oh, I'm coming back to YouTube, and then I just didn't. It's because I spent a whole year making up excuses as to why I should not film. I sat and I compared myself with other YouTubers. and I compared my content. Oh no, I don't have a camera. Oh no, I don't have great lighting. Oh no, this. I literally found every single excuse in the book not to be able to film any YouTube videos, and I found a new reason every time. And now look at this, I've literally delayed myself by a year. Okay, yeah, granted there were things that were out of my control and I couldn't force myself to post when I wasn't ready to, but imagine if I didn't make those extra little excuses. Imagine where my channel would have been by now, you know? And it's just little things like that that just like, I get angry at myself, but that's okay, that's in the past. So for right now, we are not making excuses. We're not going to say, oh no, I'm not going to study today because, you know, it's cold. Or I'm not going to go out there and just like do my research on my business, or I'm not going to look through my phone because I'm going to get intimidated by what other people are doing. Other people's story is their story. That's none of your business. It's okay to draw inspiration from other people who are in a position that you want to be in, but it's okay if you're not there yet. You know, don't force situations that you don't feel ready for. It's perfectly fine. Don't rush the process. The last thing on our list today is we are practicing self-care. Ladies and gentlemen, we are practicing self-care. We are taking care of ourselves. We are taking care of the people around us. But also mostly, I say this because when you practice self-care, you cannot, I said this in another video, I believe, you cannot give what you don't have. So if you have a lot of love for yourself, if you have a lot of kindness within yourself, it's easy to spread that energy out to the people who are around us, and we're not the Debbie Downer in the squad. We're taking care of ourselves, we're taking care of our mental health, we're taking good care of our hygiene, we are presenting ourselves in a manner in which we want to be. There's a quote that I love so much. It says, envision your higher self and show up as her. I want to dress well, and I'm no longer making myself small in order to be accommodating to other people. Like, you know, I am just like an extravagant human being by nature, especially when it comes to the way that I dress, okay? I like to be, I enjoy looking nice. And you know, like for a long time, it's like, I would like wonder like, oh, but this is like a real chilled place. And I'm sure other people would be wearing flats and whatnot, and they'll just be like, you know, easily dressed. Now, this year, that's none of our business. What other people choose to do is what other people choose to do. That has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with us and our personal journey. If you are a right out there person and you want to show it off, you go ahead and do that. Why? Because you love yourself enough and you have taken the time to spend time with yourself and understand yourself and what it is you like, and you accept that so much that you don't care how other people perceive it. We're taking care of ourselves, our hearts, our minds, our health, our hygiene, all of that stuff, and that's how we're going to become beautiful people, you know, because we have like we have this original aura, we have this original energy about us. So that's what we're doing this 2022. We are practicing self-care. Take time to, whatever it is that you like, whether it is to read a book, take time to just either go out to lunch on your own, or just like literally sit, meditate, reflect. Anything that you have to do that so that you can practice proper self-care. Alright ladies, that brings us to the end of this video. I genuinely hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like this video and don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.